Warning, this is probably going to get so disgusting. A video shows a doctor removing 23 contacts from a forgetful woman's eyes. Dear God.
We just removed two and a half contacts. You can see this piece
Oh God.
coming out. There's more
Oh God.
pieces.
Oh my God.
More for the record. I don't know.
Ah.
Oh God.
Oh
There's
God.
a whole bottle there.
Oh my God. Oh God. That's so many bloody contacts. Ugh. And they're all green. She was up to her eyeballs in contacts. Oh, jeez. This kind of makes me want to puke. That many contacts in the eye. That was like practically in her brain. A California ophthalmologist was shocked to discover that a patient who complained of pain and blurriness had 23 contact lenses lodged in her eye after forgetting to remove them every day. Yeah. Dr. Katerina Kurtiva shared an eye opening video that went viral of her delicately pulling out the thin lenses. A rare occasion when someone forgot to remove contact lenses at night and kept on putting a new one in every morning. 23 days in a row. I got to deliver the contact lens bunch yesterday in my clinic, Curtiva wrote on the California Eye Associate's Instagram page. Dear Lord. They were essentially glued together after sitting under the eyelid for a month. The doctor added after expressing her amazement at the more than 1 million views her video generated. Cretiva wrote about the unusual procedure she performed on the woman in her 70s in an essay for Insider. Ugh, ugh. Don't sleep in your contact lenses. Ugh, God. Ugh, this is so disgusting. So disgusting. There's so many contacts in the eye. Oh, Lord. I begged her not to wear contact lenses again and give her eyes a break, but she's gone straight back to wearing them. Dear Lord, why? Even though we asked seniors to come in once a year for checkups, this woman had skipped appointments and hadn't been to the office in 2 years. Although her vision was blurry, it was the pain that bothered her the most, the doctor wrote. My mind jumped to the possibilities of what it could be: a piece of broken contact lens, a scratch on the cornea, an infection in eyelash, or debris from makeup. I'd only know for sure once I did the examination, she continued. After an initial examination, Cortiva said she used an eyelid speculum which keeps both the upper and lower lids open to search more deeply. When I asked her to look down, I could see the edges of a couple of contacts stuck to each other. Pulling them out, I felt like I could still see more and asked my assistant to get my phone to record the removal, she wrote. Ugh. Asking the patient to look down again, I could see a huge dark purple blob of contact lenses stuck to her eye. It almost looked like a second pupil, Curtiva continued. I gently started using a Q-tip to peel the lenses apart one by one, like you would deal a deck of cards. They were coming out in a chain drooping down her lid, she said. There were a lot of contact lenses. I thought this could be my Guinness Book of World Record moment, the doctor added. In nearly 20 years of practice, I had never seen anything like it. The patient couldn't believe it either and asked if I was sure about the number I was counting. The doctor explained that her patient was very lucky not to have suffered lasting damage. She could have lost her vision, scratched her cornea, or got an infection. I begged her not to wear contact lenses again and give her eyes a break, but she's gone straight back to wearing them, Curtiva said. Which, this is the thing. If you have a family member that is like very forgetful like this, you have to do what's best for them and basically prevent them from like wearing contact lenses like this or doing stuff like this because they're going to physically harm themselves by doing something like this. And also, say she were to get an infection in her eye and lose her eye. The cost of that is going to be immense. I saw her a month after the examination and she was doing really well, feeling much more comfortable and seeing clearly. Whew. The patient needs to have her prescription for contacts avoided. Makes you wonder what other potentially dangerous to her and others does she forget. Would you like to place it on whether or not, well, place a wager on whether or not this woman drives? I'll bet she does. 23 contact lenses in and all. If this is true, it's not just a case of simple forgetfulness, it's something far more serious than that. This can't be true. I had one roll up in my eye a few years ago and I had to get to the emergency room to get it out. Very painful. She wouldn't be able to function with that many contacts in her eye. I don't get why you say that this can't be true. Like, they literally had a video of her pulling the contacts out of her basically eye socket. Like, we just watched the video of her literally basically dragging it with the Q-tip. Plus, why didn't at least some of them dry up from not having contact with the eye? Some of those things should have melted onto the eyeball. I got one stuck and couldn't get it out. Had my doctor do it and had it out in about 3 seconds. I have never worn them again. Hard to get in and hard to get out. Just isn't for me. Possibly dementia. I would agree. How else is it possible to forget them day after day and not make the connection? LOL, she went right back to wearing them again. Why bother with the operation? Colossal waste of time. Let her lose her sight. Are there really people this stupid? Here's the thing. The stupid part is that she went straight back to doing the contacts. She might be suffering from dementia, which is might be the issue for continuously putting it a new one in. How did she forget them in only one eye? Yeah. Remembers to put them in but not to take them out. Who the hell has 23 sets of contacts and keeps losing them? I agree. I mean, that is kind of crazy when you think about it. This is your brains and drugs. Dummy. Gross, and the patient sounds like an idiot. So, feel free to give your thoughts on this. I just thought that this was like an absolutely crazy situation because like I've never seen this. And this could have gone so much worse than it did, right? Because I don't think people realize just how expensive it could potentially be to basically lose your eye. And if it happened because you simply forgot to take out your contacts every day is a bit absurd.